that you know could not make it tonight, just let them know that it will be on our website. We have YouTube on our website, and I'm going to go ahead and upload that when we're finished. Vamos a grabar la presentación hoy de esta noche y subirla en nuestro sitio de web. Okay, así que va a estar en el website de nosotros de World Language Middle School. Okay, I want to start first by introducing our new family members. We have 3 new family members to the middle school. Tenemos 3 miembros nuevos de la familia de WLA. Y John Bustamante, el SRO, he could not be here tonight. No pudo venir esta noche, but he planned to be here, and then at the last minute he was not able to do so. So if you have any questions for him or anything you would like to speak to him about, please know he's here every day. He's here every single day, so please come and visit. He's very easily accessible. We also have la maestra nueva de matemáticas, Miss Ann Lashley. Ann, if you would stand up, please. Y la nueva consejera, our new counselor, Miss Simone Griffith. Okay, and during the presentation, if you have any questions, like I said, it's a lot of information, so if you have any questions for us, please do not hesitate to just raise your hand and let us know. Háganos saber si usted tiene alguna pregunta durante la presentación. Okay? Okay, vamos a empezar con Miss Lori Brown.
Okay, I am going to be talking about 3 little things real quick. First of all, how many of you are new parents to the middle school? Just a couple of you. I put this slide up here because this is what we see at the middle school. I don't think I need to.
And we're going to need to translate some too because we have families. So
okay, you tell me when you want me to stop. So, stop.
¿Qué familias tenemos nuevas en nuestra escuela hoy?
So this kind of depicts middle school years. They come in as a caterpillar, and then all of a sudden one day they blossom into a butterfly here. So parents, if you're new to the middle school, just hang on. Those hormones hit, and when they do, just ride it out. That's all you can do. Okay? We here, go ahead. Making it difficult.
Hay muchas hormonas por ahí en middle school, ya lo sabemos todos. Entonces, pero nosotros tenemos pequeñas caterpillars que se van a volver en grandes maripositas que se van a transformar.
So here at WLA, we are very lucky to be very flexible. We are very different from a normal, full-loaded middle school. Even though we are in the house with a bunch of middle schoolers, we are still very, very small within our WLA community.
Tenemos la oportunidad de ser muy flexibles y aunque estamos dentro de una escuela más grande, nuestra escuela, pues nuestra comunidad es más pequeña.
So I want to just talk to you just as a mother and a middle school teacher for 22 years. I have 4 children of my own, so I feel like I have a little bit of experience. Middle school is the time, parents, to start letting your kids learn independence.
Como experiencia de Miss Brown, que ha sido maestra por 22 años y madre de 4 hijos, ella sabe que middle school es para empezar a ser los más independientes.
It's okay if kids forget their work one day. As teachers, we understand that's going to happen because some days they can't find anything. They can't find their book bag. They don't know where their phone is. They don't know where their book is. They could have swore they had already turned it in, and it's still in their book bag. So we understand that. We encourage you to let them, if they fail a little bit, it's okay. We're middle school. It's okay. We understand that.
Nosotros entendemos que algunas veces se les va a olvidar algo, pues no encuentran nada en su mochila, no encuentran nada en ninguna parte. Entonces aprendiendo poco a poco.
So I'm going to talk just a minute. I'm not sure what order this slide's in, so I'm going to go to the next one. Okay, so we're going to talk a little bit about how does WLA compare. We feel very fortunate with our academics, and your kids are pushed, and we see the benefits of that, being bilingual, and so many of them taking Carnegie units at an early age. So I'm just going to share that with you for just a minute, how we compare, not only to the state, but to the county.
Tenemos muchas ventajas por ser bilingües, entonces Miss Brown nos va a presentar cómo nos comparamos con el condado y con el estado de Georgia.
So here in the blue is the World Language Academy, green is all the students in Hall County, and then the red is students in Georgia. So this is telling you this is 6th grade milestones, English Language Arts. WLA is well above the county and above the state, and also in math above the county and above the state. Now, if we look at that, are we completely happy with our scores? Absolutely. Absolutely not. We still have some work to do, and we're aware of that, and we're working. But as far as compared to the county and to the state, we're well ahead in 6th grade.
Como lo ves en el gráfico, Borlaco Academy está de color azul, Old County de color verde y el estado de Georgia de color rojo. Estamos sobre los dos, sobre Whole County y Georgia, pero eso no quiere decir que no podamos mejorar aún más.
In 7th grade, here again, blue, English Language Arts, and math, we are still ahead of the Hall County and ahead of the state.
Este es séptimo grado, inglés y matemáticas, y también estamos mucho más adelante que Whole County y Georgia.
And I should say that all 6th and 7th grade students take the milestones.
Y todos los estudiantes de sexto y séptimo grado toman el milestone.
8th grade, we have some that take the milestones, and we have some that take the end of course. So this is just for the milestone. These are 8th grade classes only, not the 9th grade classes. So 8th grade English Language Arts, we're way ahead of all county, and we're still ahead of the state. Math, we are ahead. Science, we are ahead in the county, pretty even with the state. And social studies, we're way ahead.
En octavo grado, algunos toman el milestones, otros toman el curso de final de año. Entonces, como pueden ver en color azul, pues estamos más adelantados en inglés, matemáticas, ciencias y estudios sociales.
And this is the EOC scores. These are for the coordinate classes, the 9th grade classes that our kids are taking. Milestones in the 9th grade literature. Look at that right there. Literature and composition. Unbelievable what WLA does. Also in coordinate algebra, way ahead. And in physical science, we're ahead. So we have a lot to be proud of academically.
And that's compared to other 9th graders.
That's it compared to other 9th graders. Those are just those are the students that are just taking the 9th grade classes.
Estos son los estudiantes que están tomando el examen de final de curso de noveno grado. Entonces, aquí como lo ven en azul, estamos mucho más adelantados que los demás. En composición inglesa de noveno grado, álgebra coordinada y ciencias físicas.
So the benefits of being here at WLA are pretty obvious. Does anybody have a question about any of that before I move on? Anybody have a question?
Entonces los beneficios que se ven son muy obvios. Si tienes alguna pregunta para Miss Brown.
Good answer. Okay. Costa Rica parent meeting. For those of you, this is for 7th graders, parents of 7th graders. We're going to be meeting next Thursday at 6 o'clock in the Learning Commons to discuss all the details about the Costa Rica trip. The Costa Rica trip this year will be March the 10th through the 17th. Go ahead.
Okay. La reunión para los padres para el viaje a Costa Rica va a ser el jueves
August
Yes,
30th.
Thursday, August 30th.
Jueves 30 de agosto aquí en el Learning Commons a las 6 y va a ser en esta fecha de marzo 10 al 17.
Flyers went home today like this to all the 7th graders. If you are one of those parents who don't get anything from your child, you might pick this up and put it on your refrigerator. I did make some extra ones for you to pick up tonight. One thing about the Costa Rica trip, we're going to try to do something a little different this year. I'm going to head up the Costa Rica trip. I've had the opportunity to go for the last 2 years, and let me tell you, parents, it is fabulous for your children. It is something that they will talk about for the rest of their life.
Vamos a tratar de hacer algo un poquito diferente de los 2 últimos años. Miss Brown ha estado durante esos años en el viaje y es fabuloso. Es una gran experiencia.
So on next Thursday night, we're going to talk about all the details, but I just want to encourage parents, before you say no, we are really going to try to fundraise, do a lot of fundraising. I am not embarrassed to knock on people's doors and ask for money. And we are going to be going to corporations here in town, knocking on their door and asking for some sponsorships to help us out. So we are really making an effort to fundraise and to help as many kids as possible to go, because we want them to all to experience it is so fabulous.
Antes de que diga que no pueden ir, vamos a tratar de hacer un esfuerzo para que todos los chicas y la mayoría puedan ir. Se van a hacer recogida de fondos, se van a buscar patrocinadores para que la mayoría de estudiantes tengan esta oportunidad.
Any questions about the Costa Rica? We'll be answering the specific questions about the trip on Thursday night. But if you have a question, please see me before you leave tonight. And the last thing that I'm going to be heading up this year is I'm going to start a service learning. We're targeting our 8th graders this year. Service learning is a teaching and learning strategy that basically integrates meaningful community service with instruction and reflection to enrich the learning experience, teach civic responsibility, and strengthen communities.
Vamos con los chicos de séptimo grado, 7th grade.
8th grade. We're going to start with 8th grade.
Vamos a empezar con los chicos de 8º grado del aprendizaje del servicio. Es enseñarles estrategias que integran a la comunidad de una forma significativa al servicio de la comunidad, con instrucción, con reflexión y con enriquecimiento de la experiencia del aprendizaje. Enseña responsabilidad cívica y da fuerza a las comunidades.
This is on the Hall County Balance Score card. This is one of the things that we're really trying to do in Hall County, that all the schools will offer opportunities for the kids to have service learning out in the community. We know that kids who help others are going to be more responsible, and we're really going to try to help them find their passion, what they're really passionate about this year. Are you passionate about helping people that are across the world, or are you passionate about helping people right here in your own community? So we've already had one opportunity for our 8th graders to hear a global perspective on helping clean water, and then we got folks coming in to talk about the opportunities here within the community. So we want parents to help us find the place that your kid can plug in. Hall County wants 6th to 8th graders to have 15 hours of service learning. One more sentence. Good? You got all that? You want to go now?
Queremos que los chicos encuentren su pasión en la forma del servicio a la comunidad. Sabemos que el servicio a la comunidad enseña responsabilidad y el condado de Hall pues quiere tener como objetivo de 6º a 8º grado deben tener 15 horas de servicio. Entonces esta es un proyecto que tiene que ver con la limpieza del agua.
So we know that colleges, when kids start applying for colleges, this is one of the things that they look for. They want to see young people who are getting out in their community and helping others. So we want to go ahead and get that started. So when they get to high school, they've already found their passion, they can already plug in, and they can get their community service hours. Any questions about that?
Esta es una buena oportunidad porque esto les sirve para su hoja de vida para college. Los colleges están viendo eso y ya de aquí se van con algo definido, ya encuentran su pasión y ya saben qué quieren seguir haciendo en high school. Entonces ya es un buen comienzo.
Any questions?
Preguntas.
15 hours per week.
No, 15. What Hall County right now is saying 15 hours in the middle school, which is not very much. That's just their goal. But if you look at it, and I didn't put the whole thing, but I think when it gets like senior in high school, it's like 90 hours for the year. So it goes up. We're just trying to start them at a low level, but we want to go way above that. We want our kids out and helping others. And we'll give them opportunities here at school, and then we want to give them opportunities for, get parents to help plug them in where they need to be. Yeah.
15 horas al año. Okay.
Okay. I think that's it for me. Yes? Thank you.
Hello, I'm Mr. Perillo, and I'm pretty sure probably 90% of you have had a kid either in my class or have had one in my class at one point. I think there's just one small group of students who've just never had made it all the way to 8th grade somehow, by pure luck on their part, I guess. But
Wait.
sorry.
Muy buenas tardes, mi nombre es el señor Perillo y estoy seguro de que la mayoría de estudiantes han estado en mi clase, posiblemente el 90% de ustedes, tal vez algunos niños de 8º grado no estuvieron en mi clase.
You're gonna have a fun time translating jokes.
Yo voy a estar traduciendo los chistes de él.
All right, if I could just get a raise of hands if you are signed up as a parent observer on your student's Canvas course.
Por favor, levante la mano si usted está observando a su niño en Canvas. Usted puede observar lo que está haciendo su niño o niña en Canvas.
All right, that's good. As of today, or at least last time I checked, we're around 75% in our 6th grade parents are signed up as observers, about 45% in our 7th and 8th grade. And my goal for that is get as close to 100% as possible.
La vez pasada que yo revisé, más o menos 75% de los padres están ya observando a los niños. Más o menos de 6º y 7º son 45% y eso está muy bien. Ese es un gol que yo tengo para este año.
Really it came down to last year when I was teaching, I realized, I was like, okay, I'm sending out things in the messengers, I'm signing agendas, I'm posting things on the Canvas, and I'm just not sure how to best communicate with you guys. So I'm trying to funnel it all through Canvas.
Esto fue algo que el año pasado me di cuenta cuando yo estaba mandando mensajes a casa por medio de la agenda, por medio de Messenger y otros métodos, que no estaba muy seguro cómo comunicarme con los padres de familia, así que estoy tratando de poner solo una cosa como capa.
So instead of me sending you 100 emails where your phones are blowing up, overheating, just because Mr. Perillo has an assignment that's due on Friday, my goal is to get you as much involved with the student platform that we use, which is Canvas, as possible, in which...
Entonces, la meta es que en vez de estar mandando tantos mensajes por diferentes medios, por ejemplo, la tarea que tiene que entregarse el día viernes o algo así, que sea solo por medio de una sola plataforma, que es lo que se está utilizando ya por Canvas.
In which the joy of that is there's an interactive calendar that basically every time your teacher makes your student's teacher makes an event or an assignment, it immediately updates to that calendar and it shows due dates. We can send announcements. And it goes, if you have the app on your phone, it goes straight to the app. If not, you need to log on to an actual computer, you can pull it up and you see the alerts also pull up.
Muy bien, y una de las mejores cosas de Canvas es que puedes ver en el calendario cuando el profesor o profesora de tu hijo pone alguna tarea, algo con una fecha, inmediatamente Canvas pone todo en el calendario. Y si usted tiene ya la aplicación en su teléfono, pues cuando usted abre la aplicación en el teléfono, usted inmediatamente va a poder ver las fechas de las diferentes tareas y las diferentes cosas. Si usted no tiene la aplicación en su teléfono, pues cuando usted entre en la computadora usted inmediatamente va a ver las notificaciones por medio de Canvas.
He makes it sound so much better than me.
Yo lo hago mejor que él.
But yes, if you were lucky enough to have a sixth grader this year, they probably got the in-depth tutorial of how to sign you guys up for Canvas, as I've drilled it into their heads every day in homeroom, or not homeroom, but all the periods they have me relentlessly, in which kind of how to log on to Infinite Campus, in which most of the Canvas courses that your students are a part of have the information on how to connect to the parent course.
Si usted tiene un hijo en sexto grado, ellos casi por un buen tiempo recibieron las instrucciones de parte del señor Perillo de cómo entrar y cómo estar en Canvas y cómo recibir las notificaciones de ellos.
So, I'm not going to go super far into the instructions, but basically, it's when you try and log onto Canvas, it says need a Canvas account, and then you would click yes, because in this scenario, I would assume you would need one, and then you would fill out this information, creating a password, and the only difficult part that your child needs to be a part of is their student pairing code, where they would need to pull that from their Canvas. Yes?
So I have the red Canvas student and the blue Canvas parent.
Mm-hmm.
I'm in as a Canvas student, but that's really hurt, but I can't access Canvas parent. So which one do we need to be using?
The parents need to be using the blue one.
Yeah.
The problem with the red one is you are logging in as your child.
Right.
So therefore, might be that the notifications might be erased because the Canvas will read that as she checking her notifications.
Right.
So you actually need to go to the blue one and fill out all this information. I think that this code comes in with their lunch number.
Yeah, well, they have to go to where it says pair with so they'll go to, your student will go to their Canvas course and will go to settings, and there'll be a setting that says pair with observer, and that'll generate a code. It'll generate a unique code.
Solo voy a traducir lo que él acaba de explicar. Cuando usted vaya a Canvas, si usted baje la aplicación, por favor, baje la aplicación. Hay dos tipos de aplicaciones si usted busca en Canvas. Hay una con un icono rojo y una con un icono azul. Usted el que quiere es el azul. Estaba explicando yo que el rojo es para los estudiantes y usted estaría entrando a Canvas como un estudiante. Y eso sería que estaría teniendo dos cuentas al mismo tiempo y Canvas leería eso como un estudiante, como que si usted fuera su hijo. En el caso del azul, usted recibiría notificaciones como un padre y lo que usted necesita es lo que usted necesita es ir al icono azul, le va a aparecer esto, usted tiene que ir arriba porque usted necesita una nueva cuenta. En la nueva cuenta usted va a meter o poner toda su información y cuando llegue aquí donde dice que es un pairing code o es un código que le está pidiendo, el estudiante, su hijo o su hija tiene que ir a Canvas y tiene que ir a una opción donde le dicen que tiene que emparejarse con un observador y eso va a generar un código. Ese código es el que usted tiene que poner. Es un código que solo sirve una sola vez y eso le va a dar acceso a usted a la aplicación de Canvas como padre.
We're such a good team.
Right? Somos una equipo.
Yes.
Eso tendría es un problema un poquito más particular, entonces si usted se puede quedar con nosotros al final y nosotros con mucho gusto le podríamos ayudar.
All right, so overall, if you have any questions about connecting to Canvas, contact me. It's adam.perillo@hallco.org. Again, I'm linked to most of your students in some way or fashion. Now to get on to a little bit more of a fun kind of volunteer thing that I need.
Una vez más, por favor, si usted necesita o si tiene algún tipo de pregunta, por favor comuníquese conmigo, Adam Perillo, Perillo es con WL, hallco.com, y usted ya sabe que yo estoy comunicado con usted de alguna u otra manera por medio de su sitio.
Yep. Again, goal is 100% parent observers. That's the goal.
Nuestra meta es que todos ustedes sean observadores en campo.
Okay, so now on to a little bit more fun topics that I know you guys are in because you are a great volunteering parent group. We love you guys. You guys are so involved. If you are the parent of a 6th grader or an 8th grader this year, they will be either going to BizTown with Junior Achievement or they'll be going to Financial Park with 8th grade. I just got word that we're still switching our dates around, but we're looking for around February-ish. But the thing is, we'll need about 20 volunteers. Sorry.
Muy bien, y ahora vamos a entrar a la parte más divertida, donde nosotros sabemos que ustedes como padres de familia que están aquí, que siempre nos han apoyado, este año nosotros vamos a hablar acerca de voluntarios para BizTown. Hasta el momento no se han definido las fechas están cambiando, pero si usted tiene hijos en 6º o en 8º, sepa usted de que en 6º ellos van a un programa y en 8º van a otro programa con los profesores de estudios sociales.
Yes, and what that is it's partnered with Junior Achievement, and we're going to the newly made Forsyth Center, which is brand new. I went to it this week, and they're almost fully done with it. They're having their grand opening right now as we speak, and it's impressive.
Y parte de eso es ir a BizTown y ahorita en 6º grado, 6th grade, right?
Mm-hmm. 6th and 8th.
6th and 8th, estarían yendo a un nuevo lugar que está en Forsyth. De hecho, ellos están teniendo su inauguración en este momento.
And what's kind of cool about this is it kind of teaches your child just like the fun responsibilities of being an adult, you know, all of the ones that we love, paying bills, getting a paycheck and immediately realizing what taxes are, and all that greatness.
Y lo bueno de este programa es que expone a los estudiantes a algo muy bueno, que es ser un adulto, cómo comportarse como un adulto. Entonces, cómo hacer impuestos. Ellos reciben un cheque, les pagan y inmediatamente les denuncian los impuestos. Entonces, es parte del aprendizaje de ellos, cómo llegar a ser un adulto.
And kind of the responsibility of the volunteers is you guys would actually you would go and they would train you an hour or an hour and a half before we actually got there, tell you exactly what to do, and you would kind of guide your students or your group of students through these financial decisions. And I have a video to show in a second. It'll give you a much better explanation than I can articulate.
Y si usted decide ser un voluntario, lo único que se pide es que usted, o antes de que los estudiantes lleguen a este lugar en BizTown, que usted llegue una hora antes, donde en BizTown le darían a usted un poco de entrenamiento y usted ayudaría a un grupo de estudiantes para que ellos puedan navegar BizTown. Hay un video que va a mostrar.
Okay, so hopefully technology won't fail me. And it did. Great. Oh, 1 minute and 25 seconds. Perfect. That's exactly what it needs to do.
Make it big. Oh,
Hey, volume.
yeah, technology is failing.
Volume and thing. Should I just narrate the video? So basically, there's a center. It's designed to look exactly like Forsyth County. So it has kind of the North Georgia mountains. It has businesses that are local to those mountains in that area. So the Hall County, Forsyth County, Gainesville area. Do you want to yell loudly?
Oh,
Or am I just going to narrate?
técnicamente lo que están viendo ahorita es que en este lugar lo que ellos están tratando es hacer una copia de lo que es Forsyth County y de los lugares que están aledaños a ese lugar. Entonces, Whole County, Forsyth County, las montañas y otras cosas más.
This is where she's saying it's like anyone can really be a volunteer. If you've ever paid a bill in your life, you are officially qualified to be a volunteer for this endeavor. It is a great experience. It gives the kids real hands-on experience. The 8th graders have a more hands-on experience because they get like a life scenario with it.
Y lo que están explicando allí es que si usted quisiera ser un voluntario es realmente muy fácil. Si usted alguna vez ha pagado un bill o una factura, es lo necesario, porque en este caso lo que ellos quieren hacer es darle a los estudiantes aplicaciones a la vida real. Y en el caso de los niños de octavo, los estudiantes de octavo, el programa les da a los estudiantes un problema de la vida real, un escenario donde ellos tienen que interactuar con eso.
And so once I get like the official dates for when we'll be going, I'll be sending out parent volunteer forms. So I just really want to get the ball rolling while I had you guys here and was able to explain it on sort of what it is. It really is a fun experience for the kids. They get to have jobs, they get fake debit cards, they get to spend their money in the stores, and then Zaxby's provides lunch. So there's your selling point.
Zaxby's a chicken. I think you missed.
Si usted desea ser un voluntario, media vez se establezcan las fechas, usted estará recibiendo una forma para si usted quiere ser un voluntario. Realmente es una muy buena oportunidad para los estudiantes. Por ejemplo, ellos reciben cheques, ellos reciben incluso una tarjeta de débito que no es real, y entonces y lo mejor es que el restaurante Zaxby's provee almuerzo.
All right. Thank you very much. Again, if you have questions about Canvas or even volunteering with BizTown, please let me know. Send me an email, or your student in with a post-it note with a question. I'll answer all of them at all hours of the day or night.
Y si usted tiene alguna pregunta, por favor comuníquese con él acerca de Canvas y acerca de BizTown. Muchas gracias.
Hi, I'm Miss McClure. I teach 8th grade Georgia Studies and 2 7th grade Social Studies classes. I've also taught 6th grade, so you might have had me then for Social Studies. I'm going to talk to you about showcases.
Okay.
Ella es Miss McClure. Ella enseña Georgia Studies en octavo y ha enseñado también Social Studies en séptimo y sexto. Probablemente la ha tenido como profesora en alguno de las clases. Y va a hablar sobre showcases.
And what showcases are, this is an opportunity for your students to collaborate with each other, to show their creativity, and also for teachers to collaborate their content.
Es una oportunidad para los estudiantes para mostrar su creatividad y colaborar entre ellos, lo mismo que también los profesores de colaborar entre las disciplinas.
A lot of times students don't really see that what they can learn in one class, they can use in another, ELA and social studies and other contents as well. It's also our goal for them to find their passion through these showcases.
Así puede ver que las disciplinas se conectan, lo que aprende en una clase lo puede ocuparlo en la otra, y también pueden buscar y encontrar sus pasiones en este medio combinado.
And we have our dates and themes of our showcases this year. 6th grade, they will be doing a world tour. It is scheduled for May 21st. The 6th grade showcase is an opportunity for us to combine ELA, SLA, and social studies. And what they do is they study a certain country and they put together a really good presentation that involves dressing like those cultures and learning all they can about that country.
Por ejemplo, el showcase de sexto grado se llama World Tour, que es un tour a través del mundo mayo y la idea es involucrar español, inglés y estudios sociales. Ellos tienen que hacer una investigación que presente un país de alguna parte del mundo y que tienen que vestirse como ese país y hacer una explicación completa.
Okay. 7th grade is probably our most perfected and most well-known showcase. They study biomes from all over the world, and this one integrates ELA, SLA, social studies, science, and we also found ways to integrate math this year, and that one will be May 22nd.
Y el séptimo grado, creo que es el séptimo grado, quizás es el más conocido y el mejor, el que ha tenido más años en preparación. Es llamado Biomas, está para el 22 de mayo e involucra inglés, español, el de English Language Arts, arte del lenguaje, de español y de inglés, estudios sociales, ciencia y matemáticas.
Okay, and our 8th grade is going to be brand new this year. We have decided to do a portfolio this year, and we are in the process of putting together the details of what that'll look like. We want to pull from all content areas and service learning, and we just want to give the 8th graders a chance to show that they have learned what they were supposed to learn and that they are ready for high school.
El de octavo grado es un portafolio, todavía no está tan especificado, es un nuevo proyecto. La idea es involucrar la mayor cantidad de disciplinas posible y también ojalá los servicios que ellos van a estar haciendo durante el año que puedan demostrar al final de año, el 14 de mayo, todo lo que han aprendido y que están listos para high school.
And 8th graders will be having a meeting in September so that we can get all the details together. And so biomes normally start around November, and I'm not quite sure about 6th grade, but those dates will be announced. Any questions?
Octavo va a tener una reunión en septiembre para dar más detalles. Séptimo grado generalmente empieza como en noviembre y sexto grado todavía no está definida la fecha, pero va a ser anunciado en algún momento. ¿Tienen alguna pregunta al respecto?
All right. Oh.
Is this for all students of the grade, or is there stage?
Yes. So she asked if this was for all students. Yes, we ask that all of our students participate in showcases. This is normally their final grade for each content area.
La pregunta fue si todos los estudiantes participaban y la respuesta es sí, todos los estudiantes participan. Muchas veces es parte del grado final de la disciplina.
And it's not extra work. We integrate this into what we're teaching, and it just takes what we're learning and makes it fun. So it's not that we're adding more to their plate. We're just changing up how they're being taught.
No es un trabajo extra, sino que es algo que se supone que ellos deben aprender durante el año, por lo tanto es cambiarle la forma en que se les está enseñando nada más.
All right.
You want me to translate for you?
Yes,
En inglés o español? That's all I need.
Okay. Mine is really short. It's just announced how it's going to be the testing this year. We have a really mixed way to test because for example, you know that everybody is going to take EOG, that is a milestone, but it's not everybody, not all. For example, 6th and 7th grade are going to take a milestone just in English Language Arts and math, not in social studies and science. And the 8th grade is going to have all of them, all of the core courses, but not all of the 8th grade. If they have a 9th grade course with EOC, that's going to be their end of year test. Then it's going to be a mix. Las pruebas de finales de año, es una especie de mezcla hay Milestone, que es la prueba convencional que había a fines de año. Todos los estudiantes la toman, solo que en, por ejemplo, sexto y séptimo toman la prueba de lenguaje en inglés y la prueba de matemáticas. Y los de octavo toman la prueba de todos los core, ciencias, social studies y matemáticas y lenguaje, excepto que estén tomando algún curso de high school. ¿Okay? Entonces esa es la forma en que se hace el testing o las pruebas de fin de año. Las fechas que se van a dar estos tests milestone es desde abril 30 hasta mayo 10 y los EOC, los finales de curso desde abril 22 a mayo 3. Testing dates, the window is from for milestone from April 30 to May 10, and for EOC, that is end of course, April 22 to May 3rd. Any questions about testing?
So if they take a ninth grade math course, they're not going to take the milestone math test.
Yes.
They'll take the end of course.
Yes.
instead.
The question is if they are going to, si ellos van a tomar, por ejemplo, si tienen noveno grado matemática, van a tomar también milestone, y la respuesta es no, van a tomar solo el que corresponde a matemáticas de noveno grado, no van a tomar octavo grado milestone. Okay?
I think it is important to mention that the EOC for the Carnegie unit classes counts 20% of their final grade.
Yeah. Miss Brown está recalcando y destacando que el EOC es como un examen final, cuenta como el 20% de la nota completa del año. O sea, es una nota súper importante. Thank you. Another question? ¿Alguna otra pregunta? No? Okay.
Hey, I'm Clay Carlisle. I'm the health and PE teacher here at WLA and the athletic director this year. So I just wanted to go over a few things with you as far as athletics.
Él es Clay Carlisle, él es profesor de PE y además él es el director atlético de este año de World Language Academy. Y quiere compartir con ustedes algunas de las cosas de los proyectos, de las cosas que vamos a ver.
So the sports that we offer at WLA are boys and girls cross country, and that season is underway right now. We have cheerleading starting up in the next couple of weeks.
September 7th is tryouts.
We have September 7th is tryouts. Boys and girls basketball start up in October, and then boys and girls soccer will be in the spring.
Los deportes que están ofreciendo ahora son cross country para niños y niñas, cheerleading, niños y niñas basketball, que va a empezar en octubre, y niños y niñas soccer, que va a empezar en primavera.
And also any sport that we don't have, football, track, wrestling, the students that we have at WLA can participate for South Hall in those sports, so they have the opportunity to play on those teams. We have a few students now playing football, cheerleading, that kind of stuff.
Si hay alguna oportunidad que nosotros no ofrecemos, también el estudiante puede tomar la oportunidad de hacerlo por South Hall, ya que estamos en el mismo edificio. Así que esto está abierto también para cualquier estudiante de WLA. Por ejemplo, si les gusta el fútbol americano, ellos pueden hacerlo con South Hall, porque nosotros no ofrecemos ese deporte.
And all you need to participate is a physical, fill out the proof of insurance and that kind of stuff, and we'll give those out at tryouts.
Lo único que necesitan es un papel físico que el profesor lo va a dar cuando estén cerca las pruebas para el ingreso al equipo.
Any questions about sports?
¿Alguna pregunta acerca de deportes?
I don't think so. They're already in season.
Is track for all grade levels?
I don't know how they do that because that's the South. I don't think they let sixth graders And another thing, sixth graders are not allowed to participate in football, track, wrestling, but because of our numbers, we can have sixth graders participating. We're one of the few schools that gets to do that.
Okay, los estudiantes de sexto grado no tienen acceso a fútbol, track y wrestling, de fútbol americano, atletismo de pista y lucha libre. Así es la norma. Nosotros tenemos la oportunidad de incorporar a nuestros estudiantes de sexto porque somos una escuela muy pequeña, entonces necesitamos tener más estudiantes. Es una excepción. Yes.
So, for football, track, and wrestling, our kids can participate with softball. Can they also participate with their home school? Yes. So they have choice.
La pregunta es si los estudiantes podían participar también con su escuela homeschool, la escuela que le corresponde, y la respuesta es sí, puede participar también con la escuela que le corresponde, la que está más cerca. ¿Más preguntas?
Hola. ¿Cómo están? Okay, yo soy Chef Garcia. My name is Chef Garcia. I teach culinary arts, and I'm teaching 7th grade math this year. Yay! I'm going to be talking about CTAE. Yo soy Giovanna García, yo enseño la clase de culinaria y también enseño matemáticas de 7º grado. Voy a hablar de las carreras técnicas que estamos ofreciendo en la escuela y las carreras técnicas que ofrecemos, la iniciación de carrera técnica, la introducción a la tecnología digital, las artes visuales, introducción a las artes culinarias. We're offering 3 introduction to our career tech classes. We're offering introduction to digital technology, visual arts, introduction to the culinary arts. What I wanted to point out about these 3 classes is that all 3 of them are offered in 8th grade, but they are Carnegie classes, which means that they are classes that they would normally will be taken in 9th grade. So this is a high school, these 3 are high school credit classes. Estas 3 clases las ofrecemos en 8º grado. Y quería recalcar que estas clases son Carnegie clases, eso quiere decir que son clases que ellos reciben crédito para high school y son clases de 9º grado. Algo muy importante que estamos tratando o estamos haciendo especialmente en la clase de Introduction to Digital Technology y en la clase de Culinary Arts. Something that we're doing that is very important in the class of Introduction to Digital Technology and the Culinary Arts is the Georgia Best. Georgia Best, most of you probably don't even know what it is, but Georgia Best, oh, that's me. Somebody change it. Georgia Best, it's a program. Georgia Best is a program that it's in conjunction with the Department of Education and the Department of Labor. Es un programa que está en conjunto con el Departamento de Labor y el Departamento de Educación. Y básicamente introduce a los estudiantes a las habilidades, soft skills, las habilidades que necesitarían para entrar o que se necesitan para desempeñar un buen empleo o de empeñar un buen trabajo. This introduce students to the soft skills, or the skills that are necessary to perform well in a job setting. The program that we do, like I said, it goes hand in hand with the Department of Labor and the Department of Education, and it goes with the career pathways. One of the career pathways, or the 3 career pathways that we offer, that we start is the technology, the arts, and the culinary arts. Oh, sorry. What are the soft skills? Soft skills are basically 10 standards that we're going to be focusing in. Work ethic. Through our classes, and it goes hand in hand with what they're going to do with the social studies in 8th grade and 7th grade with the Biz Town is during our classes, we are teaching our students to exhibit work ethic, to exhibit time management, organizational responsibility, communication skills, decision making, teamwork, discipline, character, attitude,
Attendance.
and attendance. So básicamente lo que queremos hacer con nuestras clases de carreras técnicas es introducir a los estudiantes a estas categorías de ética, organización del tiempo, responsabilidad, comunicación, resolución de problemas, tomar decisiones, la colaboración en grupo, la disciplina del carácter, una buena actitud y también la buena asistencia. Los estudiantes que toman nuestras clases, especialmente de Introducción a Digital Technology y Culinary Arts, van a tener un certificado. Our students will earn a certificate, and the certificate they have to demonstrate full points by doing a journal and by demonstrating this during the classes, and also by performing all those standards within the school. And also they need to have great attendance, they have to keep their GPA up, and they have to demonstrate good discipline. Para poder tener el certificado de Georgia Best, necesitan los estudiantes demostrar todos los estándares que mostré antes, los 10, y también tienen que demostrar buena asistencia, buenas notas en todas sus clases y también una buena disciplina. Pueda que ellos demuestren que sacan buenas notas con respecto a los estándares que se les dio durante la clase, pero si están mostrando una mala disciplina o tuvieron algún problema en disciplina, ellos no van a poder tener el certificado. ¿Qué significa el certificado? El beneficio del certificado es una validación para los maestros en el futuro y para los futuros empleadores que demuestran que los chicos tienen buenos hábitos y que van a demostrar ser exitosos durante su trabajo y en la educación, su educación durante la universidad. What does it mean to earn the certificate? When they leave 8th grade, our students will receive that certificate that says they went through the training of those standards and they showed all those standards and they are starting the good path, and then it will show future teachers and future employers that they have gone through this training and they are able to held a job, that they're able to get their own time, that they're able to shake your hand and look at you in the eye, and they're able to perform good ethics, and they're not just taking the paper clips home just because they think that they're just available. So Georgia Best, it's really important, and that is exhibited in our classes. And guys, if you know me, most of you do, and you know about Café Mundo. Café Mundo is like my baby, and that's where my kids and our students demonstrate that, and they need to practice sometimes failure, but most of the time success when they work on teams and when they have to be on time and they have to resolve problems and they have to work on their own. So that is part of it. Any questions? It's 8th grade. 8th grade. Yeah, she asked if it is in 8th grade only. Si está solamente en octavo, and yes, the introduction to these classes are in 8th grade, but you know that the culinary arts, we started early in the 6th grade, so that's something that I'm working with them from the get-go. And we have Despiértate. And Despiértate is also the same thing. They have to be there on time, and they have to show character when they're presenting the news. So we're starting very early. We're starting in the 6th grade to be able to grow them into the 8th grade, and then when they leave us, they're just, and you know that they're characters that people want to hire. Oh, Mercado, sorry, Lester, I forgot Mercado. Mercado is extremely important part of this class. Mercado, they run the Mercado, and then they come in early, and they're cooking their quesadillas, and they're taking the inventory, and they're doing all this stuff. So it goes with the Beast Town, but we're actually doing it every day.
Hi, good evening. My name is Miss Griffith. I'm the counselor at World Language Academy.
Hola, soy Miss Griffith y soy la consejera, la nueva consejera de World Language.
I'm just going to go through a few things today. First and foremost, this is how you can reach me. By Monday, this QR code will be in all of the classrooms, and what it'll do is it will link you to a website, and if you can do it now, by all means do so.
Esto es algo nuevo y esta es la manera en la que se pueden comunicar conmigo y es mi nuevo código de QR y los estudiantes en cada salón va a haber este código y los estudiantes se pueden comunicar conmigo de esta manera. Si quieren lo pueden hacer ahora mismo también.
And basically, this is a way for teachers, students, and parents to essentially make a referral confidentially so that I can meet with the student. It asks for their name, their student ID number, their grade, and just a brief summary of what the concern is so that I have some understanding. And it's for everyone to use.
Esta es la manera en la que los estudiantes, los padres y los profesores se pueden hacer básicamente referir a algún estudiante para algún servicio y es de manera confidencial, donde les va a preguntar la información básica y también una breve descripción de qué es lo que se necesita, pero lo más importante es confidencial.
Okay, so how many 8th graders do I have in the room?
¿Cuántos padres de octavo hay en la sala?
Okay, great. So I'm going to talk about this really briefly, and then we'll probably have, I'll kind of survey the room to see if we need to have a follow-up session that goes into more detail before we start having individual meetings about high school.
Voy a hablar de esto brevemente porque vamos a tener reuniones específicas con los de octavo para hablar las decisiones para escuela secundaria.
Okay. So first we're going to talk really briefly about Carnegie units. You've heard lots of people mention Carnegie units throughout this presentation, and basically what that is how high school counts the credits. If you're familiar with how they are in college, it's the same way. So for each class they get a credit for their grade, as their grade.
Carnegie units, durante toda la presentación han escuchado la palabra Carnegie, pero básicamente son clases las clases como cuenta, como crédito, así si usted está familiarizado como cuenta en la universidad, que para usted poderse graduar necesita cierto número de créditos, igual sucede en high school, usted necesita cierto número de créditos para poderse graduar, y en octavo los estamos ofreciendo, ya los ganan para high school.
So here at World Language Academy, there are actually 11 Carnegie units. I left off PE and health. And Portuguese 3 will be offered in the 1920 school year.
En octavo grado aquí en WLA ofrecemos 11, portugués se va a estar ofreciendo, portugués 3 se va a estar ofreciendo el próximo año y aquí en la lista no aparece educación física y salud, que también son cursos de noveno grado.
So when we talked about the EOC, these are the classes that they were taking the EOC in, the CTAE courses, these are the same ones that we were mentioning.
Cuando hablamos de las clases EOC, que viene siendo end of course, o que son el examen de final de año, estas son las clases que los estudiantes tienen que tomar esos exámenes de final de año y cuentan 20% de la nota final. Entonces, en estas clases ellos van a tener esos exámenes.
Okay, so along with Carnegie units, there is a letter that you will receive whether or not you want to accept or deny this unit. Basically, if a student makes a 90 in the class, you can choose to accept it or deny it, and if you accept it, or excuse me, decline, if you accept it, that unit counts towards high school. If you decline it, then they have to take that class over again, and that credit does not count towards high school. Go ahead.
Esta carta es súper importante